Okay, I want to say that this episode was great for me because I feel we got to see Korra develop as a character. We got to see more of her flaws, more of her fears, and I feel like this helps make her more human as a character. And while I already enjoyed her more, I feel like this episode really broke out and made Korra a fuller character, and I really, really like that about her. We'll start from the beginning. First of all, the music in this show is great. I love the kind of like 1920s tunes that go around the background. It just fits so well. So yeah, I'm loving that. And then we have the character of Tarlok, who is a member of the council. He represents the Northern Water Tribe, you know, the posh water tribe. And he wants to start a task force that will be able to fight Amon and the chi blocking people because they're all afraid about getting their bending taken away. And you know, homeboy Tenzin is like, you tripping right now, because if you do this, you're just gonna make the Equalists more angry at us. Tarlok's like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm Gaston, but brown. So he goes to Korra and, you know, tries to buy her allegiance with gifts and things like that. But then, when that doesn't work, he invites her to a party. And at this party, he kind of ambushes her with a bunch of reporters. And they are like, why aren't you protecting the city? Why aren't you doing this? Is pro-bending more important? And they kind of force Korra into becoming a member of the task force. They find this place where the chief benders are learning their abilities and stuff. And they come and they raid the place. And let me just say that this scene completely almost made me an Equalist. Like, it was kind of like the scene where they just come in and start like freezing these people. I mean, there's a scene where this guy is doing something and they freeze his face. And it's just like, I was like, how is he breathing? Like, the people, they freeze up like part of their bodies, and it's like, that they could die. And that was one of the things that, like, I know it's a kid's show, but that's what I get when I watch these things. Like, they could die. They could freeze them, lose parts of their body parts. I mean, this just makes me understand the Equalist point more. Like, how can they defend themselves without chi blocking abilities? Because, like, they can't do anything to defend themselves like this. I mean, some of them can try, the more advanced martial artists, but, like, they just come and ransack the place, just like, you're all in ice. And I totally understand, like, the Equalist point of view, and I don't agree with the whole, like, we're gonna make them all not benders anymore and take away their abilities. But I just feel like the aspect of bending privilege is such a great thing that they are kind of bringing up. But I just hope they actually get to talk to Korra and be like, look, just because you're a bender doesn't mean you can use it to pick on people who aren't benders, even when you don't mean to. Like, the part when, like, when Tarlok first comes to invite her to a party, he sends a messenger, and she just kind of, like, uses her bending to, like, kick him out the way or move him out the way, kind of. I'm just kind of like, this is why the Equalists feel like there's an unequality between benders and non-benders. But anyway, the scene continues, and they help do a raid, and there's another interview with reporters, and Korra says that she isn't afraid of Amon, even though she really is, because he freaks her out. She decides that she is going to challenge him to a duel, and that they're going to do it underneath the statue of Avatar Aang. Hey! And so she goes there, and she's waiting for him, and nothing happens, and she's like, haha, I'm the bomb. But then she's not, because then the Equalists come and they attack her and they take away her bending. And Amon basically comes up to her and be like, girl, you think I'm afraid of you? You think I'm scared of you? See, I'm not going to take away your bending because you're going to become a martyr, because every bender will come together and be like, you hurt the Avatar, no! So he's like, you're last on my list. I'm just kind of like, oh my god, this guy is brilliant. He gets the shit. And usually when you know, it's always weird when you have those Bond movies, like, I could kill you now, but I won't, because I would rather strap you to this insane machine and wait. Amon has a real reason. If he does hurt Korra, he will align every bender, and that will be a big problem that will never be done. And he'll never be able to really, you know, defeat them all when they're all going up against him. This way he gets to psychologically break down Korra, you know, while still maintaining his own plan of destroying bending. And I think that's really great. And then he knocks her out. And during this, we get a flashback of, you know, older Sokka and older Toph and older Aang. I'm like, older Aang, good job, man. Looking fly with that bird with the beard. And then it was just kind of like, I can't wait to find out what happened. I want more flashback scenes. But then we see Tenzin come and Korra starts crying because she was so terrified. She'd been holding back her fear because she felt this kind of strong responsibility to be strong all the time. And I think this is really great character development for Korra, and I really, really love that this episode. But I will say this, Korra's voice actress still bothers me. Like, during the scene where she's crying at Tenzin's arms, didn't believe it at all. Like, I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad because I really like the scene, but I just couldn't believe it. I watched it once with the volume. Her voice was just jarring to me. And then I put it on mute and I like the scene so much better. Her voice really, really bugs me. And I don't know why. It doesn't fit the character to me. When her mouth moves, I don't see them meshing. And it's been a problem since day one. And I've been hoping that the actress will grow into the role, or I'll try to learn to like mesh them together, but I still don't. When I hear that voice, I don't get Korra out of it. It's very weird. I don't completely know why. But the kind of side storyline was Mako and Asami, his new girlfriend. So Mako's walking down the street and Asami nearly knocks him over with her motorcycle, and then she's like, I know you, you're a pro bending, you know, extravaganza guy. And he's like smitten by her because she's super gorgeous, and she kind of is super gorgeous. And so she takes him out on a date. She gets him fancy clothes, and he talks to her about like, you know, the bending and whatever. And she mentions like, oh, I can't wait to see you in the tournament. And he tells her about the money issue. And then the next scene that they meet together, she tells her father, who runs Sato Industries and made the Sato Mobile, which is the car prototype we see in the show. And Sato he agrees to sponsor the Fire Ferrets as long as they wear like the logo for them. And so now they're back in the tournament, and then we later see Sato and Asami in a carriage together talking about their past and about, you know, how he misses his father. And Asami talks about like how she feels so safe with him. Okay. Let me talk. Alright. Okay. So, I don't dislike Asami because I think she is fly as hell. She is fine. Her voice also does not match her character to me, which I don't know why this is bothering me so much, but I feel like so many voices in this show don't click with the faces I'm seeing. Maybe it's just me. But first of all, I like her. Don't get me wrong. I don't even care because I ship Korra and Mako. That's not even the point. I just don't trust her. I don't trust her. She is too... First of all, her character design is based on Lust from Fullmetal Alchemist. And if you watch Fullmetal Alchemist, you know about Lust and Havoc, how that shit went down. And so that's immediately what I think of when I think of this relationship. Because she is way too, like, not forward, because I don't think this, like, it's not forwardness. It's more like, she's like, buying him things. Like, she bought him a scarf, and like she said, like, I bought you this new silk scarf, and she's like, why didn't you wear it? I'm like, you're already buying him things? Like, you've only been going out for like 2 days, and like, she's already saying like, I feel so safe with you. And I'm just like, why don't you feel safe? What's wrong with you? Why are you so desperate for like this? It just, I don't know if it's because they're trying to move the relationship faster because it's a mini-series, but I'm just kind of like, girl, you need to slow it down, because right now you acting on that fangirl level of obsessive, and it just freaked me out. Like, it's like, I like the relationship because it shows Mako isn't like Zuko 2.0. He is an affectionate person. He is relationship ready. He's not like, no, I don't know, no, girls, no, He's into girls, he has emotions, he can be silly and funny and goofy and be all like, oh, hearts around me. And that's cool, I like that. But I just don't trust her. I like her, I don't dislike her, think that she shouldn't be with him or any of that crap like that. I just don't trust her. It's like this. If she is pulling a lust and is full of shit with this whole relationship, I like her. If she's not and this is who she is, I don't think I do. That's kind of how it is right now. I'm not really sure. She is hot as hell though. She's not as fine as Azula, but she cute. She can stay. I like her. And then I love Bolin. He's adorable. He's the perfect little man. I like him. And I love Tenzin's family. Tenzin's wife is free of flaws. I love everything so far, except the voice acting for a few characters. That's awkward to me. But other than that, you know, so far so good. I know this is kind of the exposition phase. I'm hoping that as we go along, more stuff will start happening. The pacing of the show kind of throws me off sometimes. I feel like sometimes it goes too fast. I try to keep in mind it's a mini-series, but at the same time it's kind of like you're still moving really, really fast. I mean, I'm so used to watching shows that, like, because I watch a lot of British shows that are like 6 and 13 episodes long, but they still have these arcs. And I think maybe because it's a half an hour instead of a full hour, and that might be the big difference. But I just feel like there's that they're just pushing things too much sometimes. So the pacing kind of throws me off. But other than that, I love it.